Welcome to a fresh perspective on a topic that has been puzzling many, the impossible nature of modern dating. It's no secret that dating in today's world feels more complicated than ever. With the advent of technology, shifting societal norms, and a new culture of instant gratification, it's like navigating a labyrinth with no exit in sight. Today, we're here to unravel some of the harsh truths about this phenomenon. We will explore the reasons why dating seems so complex and perhaps, dare we say, impossible for some. We'll delve into the paradox of endless choices, the impact of social media, the culture of instant gratification, and the growing fear of commitment that characterizes the modern dating landscape. This is not about blaming or pointing fingers, but rather a conversation to understand the undercurrents that shape our dating experiences. It's about shedding light on the unseen, the unspoken, and the misunderstood aspects of modern romance. So gear up as we delve deeper into the intriguing world of modern dating. First off, let's address the paradox of endless choices. In the modern world of dating, we're confronted with an avalanche of options. You'd think that having more options would make things easier, right? Well, not exactly. This is where the concept of choice overload comes into play. This phenomenon is like standing before an endless buffet, a smorgasbord of potential partners, each one seemingly better than the last. But here's the catch. Too many options can lead to indecisiveness. Instead of making a selection and enjoying the experience, we become caught up in the what-ifs and but maybes. We become paralyzed, stuck in a state of indecision, always wondering if there's someone else out there who could be a better match. Now let's delve a bit deeper into the psychological implications of this paradox of choice. Having too many options can lead to dissatisfaction. You see, the more choices we have, the higher our expectations become. And when these sky-high expectations are not met, we're left feeling dissatisfied, even when we have made a choice that is objectively good. Psychologists explain this as a cognitive dissonance, a mental discomfort experienced by an individual who holds two or more contradictory beliefs or values at the same time. In the context of dating, this cognitive dissonance can lead to feelings of regret, stress, and ultimately, disappointment. This paradox of choice, this choice overload, is a double-edged sword. On one hand, we have the freedom to choose from a wide range of potential partners. On the other hand, this freedom can leave us feeling overwhelmed, dissatisfied, and perpetually in search of something better. In a nutshell, the abundance of choices is more of a curse than a blessing in the realm of modern dating. Another critical factor to consider is the role of social media. In the digital age, the world of dating has been transformed by this virtual landscape. Social platforms have become the new meeting places where people can connect from all corners of the globe. But this convenience also brings its own set of challenges. Social media has, in many ways, influenced the dating scene by creating a culture of unrealistic expectations. These platforms are filled with picture-perfect representations of love and relationships, which often don't reflect the realities of everyday life. This constant exposure to seemingly flawless relationships can lead to individuals feeling inadequate about their own love lives, creating a sense of dissatisfaction and a continuous quest for something better. Moreover, social media has given birth to the phenomena of ghosting and catfishing, further complicating the dating scene. Ghosting, the act of suddenly cutting off all communication with someone without explanation, has become an all-too common practice. It's a byproduct of the faceless nature of social media interactions, where it's easy to disconnect without the discomfort of face-to-face confrontation. On the other hand, catfishing, where individuals create fake profiles to deceive others, has also become a major concern. It's a manifestation of the anonymity that social media provides, allowing people to hide behind fabricated identities. This not only leads to trust issues, but can also result in emotional harm. The impact of social media on dating is a double-edged sword. On one side, it provides opportunities to meet new people beyond geographical boundaries. But on the flip side, it has also led to unrealistic expectations, the constant comparison of relationships, and the rise of deceptive practices like ghosting and catfishing. Indeed, social media, with all its glitz and glamour, has added a new layer of complexity to modern dating. Now let's talk about the culture of instant gratification. It's become a hallmark of our modern society. We order food and it arrives at our doorstep within minutes. We send a text and expect an immediate response. We post a picture and Watch the likes roll in. Instant gratification has permeated every aspect of our lives, including the way we date. In the realm of romance, this desire for immediate satisfaction has given rise to a lack of patience and understanding. We've become accustomed to the quick fix, the easy swipe, the simple like or dislike. We've forgotten the art of getting to know someone, of investing time and effort into a relationship. As a result, we find ourselves in a cycle of shallow connections where depth and substance are often sacrificed for the sake of speed and convenience. This culture of instant gratification also fuels a constant search for something better. With endless options at our fingertips, we're perpetually on the hunt for the next best thing. We're quick to discard and move on, always thinking there's a better match just a swipe away. It's like we're stuck in a revolving door of relationships, never really stopping to appreciate the person in front of us. We skim the surface, never really diving deep. We exchange pleasantries but seldom share our dreams and fears. We're so focused on the immediate, the now, that we overlook the potential for something more profound, something lasting. It's like we're building castles out of sand, beautiful to look at, but destined to crumble with the next wave. The irony is, while we're seeking instant gratification, what we're truly craving is a deep, meaningful connection. But such a connection requires time, effort, and patience. It requires vulnerability, understanding, and acceptance. It requires us to slow down, to savor, to appreciate. Undoubtedly, the culture of instant gratification has made deep, meaningful connections a rarity in the world of modern dating. Lastly, we cannot ignore the widespread fear of commitment. You see, commitment, in its very essence, is about making a choice. It's about pledging to another person, to a relationship, and to a shared future. But the fear of making that choice is something that's become increasingly prevalent in the modern dating scene. One of the key reasons behind this fear is the desire for independence. People today value their freedom and individuality, and the thought of tying themselves down to one person can be daunting. They worry about losing their autonomy, about having to compromise and adjust their lives to accommodate someone else. Then there's the fear of rejection. It's a universal human experience and one that can leave deep scars. There are those who fear commitment because they fear being hurt again. They've opened up their hearts in the past, only to be left heartbroken and disillusioned. They fear that committing to someone again might lead to the same pain and disappointment. And finally, let's not forget past relationship traumas. These could be anything from being cheated on to having witnessed dysfunctional relationships in one's family. Such experiences can leave people wary of commitment, afraid of repeating past mistakes or reliving painful memories. This fear of commitment often leads to an endless cycle of short-term relationships. People jump from one relationship to another, always looking for something better, something more, but never truly satisfied. They're afraid to settle down, to make that leap of faith, because they're afraid of what they might lose. But in doing so, they end up losing the chance to build something meaningful, something lasting. Therefore, the fear of commitment is another significant barrier in the path of successful modern dating. In conclusion, modern dating is a complex web of factors. We've taken a deep dive into the paradox of endless choices, exploring how having too many options can ironically leave us feeling unsatisfied and always on the lookout for something better. We've also examined the impact of social media, a double-edged sword that, while connecting us, can also make us feel more isolated and pressured to present an idealized version of ourselves. Then, we delved into the culture of instant gratification, a phenomenon that makes us crave immediate rewards and connections, often at the expense of meaningful and lasting relationships. Finally, we faced the fear of commitment, a common obstacle in modern dating, driven by the fear of making the wrong choice or missing out on better opportunities. So with these factors at play, it's no surprise that modern dating can seem like an impossible task. But remember, understanding these truths is the first step towards a successful dating journey in this modern world.